Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Ultimate Defenders. I am Michael, and I'm here as always. My best co-host slash buddy, SSXU Sonic.
Hello, everybody. I am SSXU Sonic the Hedgehog, and we're going to be ranking and defending the Dark Age.
Yes, the Dark Age is very controversial for a lot of Sonic games. This is where every game could be even mixed. Some people love them, some people fucking despise them.
As if you were in the early 2000s, for the early 2000s, people who watched the series, who watched reviews of these games in the early 2000s, let's just say Sonic was a laughing stock.
Yeah, well, it became a lasting stock in 2006, which we would get there after we talk about the rest of 2005 games.
Yeah, 2005, to many people, ruined a decent character, but 2006, for some people, killed the franchise.
Yes, and like I said, I don't hate all these games. In fact, if I gotta pick the worst era, all of them are not bad. But I could say the worst one is the next era. It's kind of weird because I can't say all eras are bad. They have their own ups and downs.
Yeah. As for my thoughts on the Dark Age, it has some of the best moments in the series, but I cannot lie that it has some really bad moments.
Yes, and I have good games that I'm always going to defend. I have bad games that have fucking terrible shit. But that's here we're going to talk about. So let's get started with a fucking obscure game that I decided to add it because why not? We're going to talk about, if I could fucking find it, what is that piece of shit game? Here it is. Sonic X for the Leapster. Yes.
I watched an April Fool's review and, well...
Okay, so if you guys don't know, the Leapster is an edutainment console. This is where a bunch of shit happens. You get SpongeBob, you get Dora the Explorer, and for strange reasons, we got Sonic X for it. Sonic X is an anime from Japan in 2003, and somehow in 2005, before Shadow the Hedgehog, before Sonic Rush, we got this.
So this is technically Jason Griffith's first voice, at least in terms of the games.
Yes. So the reason why I add this as the first start, because this is where we technically heard the first 4 kids voice cast in the game.
Yeah.
So how you do is in each level, basically the game is talking about math. So you go through zones, you find these math bots that Eggman decided to create. And in order to defeat them, you got to answer, math.
Yeah, it's an educational game.
We're going to admit it's not great, but in terms of entertainment game, it ain't really that bad.
It falls into those like an early Flash educational game.
Yeah, especially the cutscenes. Oh dear Lord, the cutscenes.
I have a soft spot for the Sonic sprite, though.
Yeah, even though we using Sonic 3.
Yeah, and I love Sonic 3 sprite.
Yeah, Sonic 3 sprite is the OP. We give it that. Plus, I guess it's kind of interesting that Eggman wants to be lazy and make robots to kill them. You got to answer math questions. That's kind of stupid and funny. We're gonna move on because it's not really not have a lot of say. It's just like alright entertainment game that somehow exists.
It's one of those
and we're gonna go out of timeline because that goes the same to say as this one, Sonic for the Digi.
This is a new one.
Yeah, so this game came out in 2008, and basically is from another video game console that is made by the same people who made the Leapster, except it's called a fucking Digi. And this is the same console that has an entertainment game based off the fourth Indiana Jones movie. I am not shitting you. There's an angry video game episode about it recently.
Well, that's new.
Yep. So it's kind of like the same thing. I think they reuse the same sprites as the classic games. And I think the thing is, you answer math questions. I didn't know because I didn't see any video game gameplay. I just know it exists. So we got to add it. It came out in 2008. So yeah, I'll just go ahead and point that out. It's the same quality, except without the funny cutscenes that you could laugh. It's from Newgrounds.
Yeah, these two games are in the category of those early Flash games made for children's entertainment.
Except on a console, well, handheld console, I suppose.
Yeah, but
speaking of handheld, Sonic Rush.
Okay, the start of the Rush trilogy.
All right, so we're in the new trilogy, well, duology, since the third one is coming out in 2010, which is the next era.
Yeah, Sonic Rush on the Wii. I mean, Sonic Rush on DS.
Yeah, the Wii. Somehow the Wii, some of this game have a Wii version before it came out in 2006.
God damn it. Okay.
Holy shit.
This game introduced, I think everyone knows this game introduced Blaze the cat.
And plus, it introduced the boost mechanic. Either people love or fucking hate.
This game has, well, sometimes you can use the spin dash, although definitely the boost just...
It was OP. And plus, they introduced the trick system, which I thought was cool. The story is basically Sonic, one day when he fights Dr. Eggman, he met Dr. Eggman... N-word. I'm not going to say it because it makes me sound like I said the N-word. So he is Dr. Eggman N. And he's basically from a different alternate dimension. While Sonic's fighting Dr. Eggman, he met Blaze the cat, who was looking for the Soul Emeralds. And basically the whole plot is they both got to get the same amount of emeralds, and because they merged it, because they're both Eggmans are merging the dimensions.
Pretty much.
So it's up to Sonic and Blaze to get the Chaos and Soul Emeralds to stop the fucking two bad guys, which one of them is a fucking racist because of the name.
Yes. Overall, it's a good story.
It's a good damn story. I love the Queen bit. The Queen bit is great.
Yeah, Cream does something in this game, basically helping Blaze learn how you do need teamwork.
You can rely on your friends. Hooray!
Also, we can recreate the Sonic OVA fight.
Yeah, the boss like, you think I can do? It's not like you gonna do. Strange, isn't it? Grr!
And plus, you have to match up two buttons. Yeah.
Yeah. Overall, I think this game is better than any of the Sonic Advance trilogy. It's trying something new. Though the problem is the questioning bit and some of the levels are kind of bullshit.
Yeah.
Before we talk about the special stage, they finally got it right. The system finally got right. So the way you do it, you found these like handle things. And the only way to access the special stage, you gotta boost. Just fucking boost. Simple. Finally, they got simple white.
The special stages you can access pretty easily, and they're actually pretty fun.
Except the problem is, in some of the SSXU Sonic hates, it's the Sonic 2 special stage, except you control the stylus. Hooray!
Yay! There's probably gonna be. God, if for who's watching this, bet you can't make a meme of me just hating on the.
Yeah, it'd be like the same level as Johnny hating slicers.
Oh, the slicers.
Yes, the beautiful, beautiful bastard slicers.
But as for the Rush game, I love this game.
I got on it. It's fucking awesome.
It was my second Sonic game ever, and I love it. I love the character.
Yes.
Has the best female character.
The soundtrack is fucking banger.
Yeah, and overall, I think it's a great start to Sonic's handheld adventure on the DS.
This is definitely a great start, but the official great start, if you don't count Sonic X Leapster.
Yeah. Overall, go play it if you still have a DS.
Go play. Get a DS, emulate that shit on your 3DS, if you mod that shit, just do it. It's good.
Yep.
Great. Oh, too bad we can't say the same for Shadow the Hedgehog, though.
Well, everybody.
Mind you, this is the part they will in Shadow. Sonic Heroes is alright, but this, you fucked it up.
This is now. I can say I like the attempt.
I like they try to answer questions that sometimes not been unanswered in both Sonic Adventure 2 and Heroes. But before we continue our negativity about this game, the story is basically simple. Well, not really simple, but I'm going to summarize like this. Shadow's just gloomy in the city, like, oh, I don't remember shit. Who the fuck is... Why I remember this girl named Maria shit? And then one day, aliens strangely attacks the city, and this fucking tentacle dude's like, Shadow, you must get to Chaos Emeralds. You must go. And so I was like, well, okay, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, but okay. And they off, and Shadow choose a lot of shit, choose their own lifestyle, but at the end, he got to defeat the tentacle monster. Basically,
yeah.
Summarize, but the story's fucking confusing.
Now, in turn, people, you're probably wondering why we only give a summary. Well, here's the biggest problem with this game. It's a choose your own adventure.
So basically, here's what I do. You start with Westropolis, you gotta play that shit 10 times. You gotta either gotta do, you gotta go to the neutral out, get the Chaos Emerald, or kill the humans, or kill the fucking alien monsters, or some might do it both, and after that you gotta go to a different branch, and then another branch, and then another branch, to the point you get fucking confused.
Now for the people wondering, why do you have to play this game 10 times? Well, even though the advertising...
Easy. Yeah. Here's the simple ways. It's the balancization of the Sonic Adventure Hero WoW, where we like, you play each story, except you gotta play this 10 more times. You gotta go to different branches that leads up to almost the same fucking damn ending as you play 3 stories.
Yes. Overall, the story's ideas seemed, if you remove the alien gimmick, it's fine.
Yep. Except you get to the point where it's like, I am Doom. I am Shadow's daddy.
But I kind of like the Sonic and Shadow dynamic. Like, they always had this... I love how they just have this Goku and Vegeta dynamic.
Yeah, I love that. That's the only one I will give it slide, because I love that dynamic. In fact, Sonic and Shadow's dynamic in a whole, it just seems like the Goku and Vegeta / rivalry, brother, sibling fights would be like, I'm gonna beat you in the race, Shadow. And Shadow's like, whatever.
That's the thing, and that's the trend of the Dark Age. It actually, the characters all feel pretty in character. But as for the voice acting, mediocre.
Yeah, this is where Sega be like, we are edgy. We gotta make Shadow say damn and hell and all that shit and give him fucking guns. Yes, a video game series about a cartoon hedgehog. You gotta give him fucking guns.
It's very odd and all. And and there's a whole reason on why Sonic was going to be the one to have a gun.
Which, one, that makes no sense for Sonic's character, especially he could just, usually the homing attack or the spin dash. I don't know why you need a gun just to fucking attack robots and aliens.
Like, apparently even kids were sending fan mail for Sega to do that.
Which, at least Sega's giving the fans what they wanted, but you answering to kids that once said, I want Sonic to be more edgy.
Yeah, voice acting, it's good. I like first time Jason Griffith makes a good Shadow.
And Sonic. Sonic's pretty fucking cocky as shit, I love.
It takes its the story. Honestly, I still like the concept of the story, but still the game, but just how it's executed.
Here's the thing. I love the concept, but in order to make the story concept pretty good, it's execution. And they have shitty execution.
Trust me, there's sometimes where Shadow thinks there's points where Shadow thinks he's a robot.
There's points where Shadow thinks, oh, I could be the ultimate villain badass.
And even there's points where he actually kills Eggman.
Like twice.
Yeah.
And somehow one of them is a fucking normal ending. If you go to the neutral path, I'm like, I'm gonna kill that fucking fat bastard. And he goes like, no!
He goes like, what? Goodbye, Doctor.
No!
Like
a horror movie character when he's about to get killed.
I'm like,
Shadow. First off, to be honest, the ending's kind of funny because of how bad it is. First off, you're going to straight up kill Eggman by doing a fucking karate chop. Like, seriously, dude?
It's very odd, and I'm like, Shadow, calm down, buddy.
Shadow, calm down. You're not Sasuke. Just calm your shit down.
I get that we hate him, but he didn't deserve that.
Boy, it's just a scientist that likes robots. Chill.
To be honest, just look up all the cutscenes to know all the endings. Sometimes there's even an implication that he killed Sonic in one of them. Well,
yeah. The only best cutscene is the funny meme where Shadow's like, "Where's that damn fourth Chaos Emerald?"
It makes for some good memes.
Like, it's a good meme. Like, that's the only thing I'm always gonna remember for. Just that fucking damn meme. Look, I never played Shadow the Hedgehog, but I could tell by watching a bunch of Let's Plays and shit, I could tell it's kind of a bad game, especially with the execution.
Now, I've actually played this game and beaten it all 10 times and played the last ending. And honestly, it's not that bad.
True. The only parts is Shadow's controls the Swimpolies, even though they're using the same engine of Sonic Heroes, especially with the fucking game models, except less shinier.
Yeah. I think the soundtrack's really underrated.
Oh, the soundtrack is like, here's what, for most of the Sonic games, the soundtrack is is one of the greatest parts of the Sonic franchise.
Soundtrack? It's good. Although
definitely good. I love the main theme song. That's catchy as all shit, even though it sounds like a song from Hot Topic.
Never Turn Back is the most Sonic song in this, and it's the best song in the game to me.
Yeah, I do like some of the soundtracks. I like that one when Shadow goes to the sky, it gets on a fucking walker, while one of the missions is you gotta destroy the egg fleet or some shit.
Overall, the soundtrack I really like, especially that Eggman Doc Robotnik mix. That was good.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Look, we don't. This things we love. It's just the problem is the execution of it all. Like, the soundtrack is pretty good. There's moments that we do love. It's just a bad execution game.
And in terms of my positives, the concept of I actually kind of enjoy. I enjoy the music and enjoy the attempt, and the gun gameplay, despite how stupid it is well implemented.
Yeah, true. Except the vehicle sections where you gotta ride a fucking motorcycle. One, it's a stupid joke, but why the fuck a black hedgehog that almost matches the same speed as Sonic needs a fucking motorcycle of all things?
Yeah.
The only thing I could see is just like, you gotta make Shadow more badass.
Yeah.
Which, that's the problem with Shadow's character in this game. Sega is just trying to make him more edgy, trying to make him more badass. The things that we don't need Shadow to do in the first place.
Shadow is fine the way he is. He was never this edgy guy.
Yeah.
He's just a guy who doesn't want to put up with anyone's shit.
I gotta say it's because of the time frame. During that time, there's a lot of platformers that wants to be fucking edgy. There's fucking Vex. There's fucking Jack and Daxter 2. A lot of games during that time period just have the edge mood all of a sudden.
To be honest, I did enjoy myself throughout the game. It wasn't that, to be honest, it's not that bad. It could get another attempt. If there was a way to try it again, I would like to see another attempt at it.
Yeah, like maybe a remake, kind of like with a lot of these games that deserve something better in terms of light.
But I'm still happy that although I still think Shadow should have just stayed dead after SA2.
Yeah, like here's the thing. I think Shadow's the same kind of way as Diego from Ice Age, where the original plan for the first movies is have Diego dead. But no, they keep him alive. And when they make sequels, they don't know what the fuck to do with Diego. That could be the same for Shadow in this one. They're supposed to kill Shadow off in Sonic Adventure 2, but they keep on bringing him back, and because of that, they don't got nothing fucking to do with him.
His next few appearances, Shadow is not completely devoid of new stuff after a while. His character is not as bad with his returning appearances, but he's not the same as he used to be.
Yeah, so we're going to say this. This is straight up a downfall of Shadow's character. Well, at least the start. But overall, I kind of want to keep it as good. They have good moments. It's just the problem is the execution is kind of...
Yeah, that's the biggest problem with it.
Yeah, it's just the execution. They have great moments that we do love, but the execution is more important. Like, this is why I enjoy a lot of Death Battle episodes, even though they don't have the characters that I know. I always keep it as you gotta be the execution. If you don't get the execution right, you will make a Mewtwo versus Shadow. You will make Bowser versus Ganon. You make fucking terrible episodes.
And while I'm happy that Shadow was done much better, especially with the recent Sonic Prime episode, which
by the way, go watch it. It's on YouTube. Go.
Please go. If you want to see good Shadow character, then
go there.
Yeah, it's amazing.
But just be one of the few points that Sonic Prime did better than Sonic Boom.
Yeah.
Especially with the voice.
We said it.
Anyways, I think we should keep it as good. There's good moments. It's just the problem is the execution. That's his only main problem.
That's just the biggest problem with it.
Kind of like, yeah. But yeah, that's Shadow the motherfucking Hedgehog. All right. I forgot which games is next. Oh yeah, I remember. Sonic Riders.
Not a bad racing game.
Pretty not bad racing game. I know some people are mixed because of how they controls. To me, it's fine.
It's probably the best. While I haven't played the Riders games, from what I've seen, it's good.
I would say the only one I think it's better than this is Zero Gravity, because at least I played that one when I still got my Wii U.
To be honest, my interest in playing the Sonic Riders games is definitely high. I still want to try it out. It's a good racing game.
Yeah, I think it's kind of better because at least the execution is a bit better.
It's probably the best thing to come out of this. Because, fun fact, we're at the end of the 15th anniversary year.
No, this is the start of the 15th anniversary.
Oh, yeah, we're at the start of it.
But this is the first one that used the 15th anniversary logo in their box art.
Yep.
Which it's good. I love the cutscenes. I do love the opening animation style.
Oh, yeah.
That's sick as shit.
That's like Attack on... I heard it was by the same animators who did Attack on Titan.
Which it kind of shows. It has the fluid animation of it.
It's really well done. I love that animated.
Yeah, opening. I wish for a lot of openings they do like different animation styles instead of like the 3D models, which I'm not complaining. It's just variety, you know?
Yeah, It's really, yeah, I think the Riders games were really well done, and
it has their own personality that you don't see other racing games trying to copy.
Yeah, Riders was the original racing trilogy of the Sonic games.
Before some other racing game showed up and kind of made its own trilogy.
Yep.
Which we would get there. Like we're not gonna say those games are bad. We would talk about it when we get there.
Yep.
But Sonic Riders, pretty damn good. Oh boy, it's not one of those games where I used to hate it, but I kind of appreciate it more. Sonic 06, everybody.
We all know what game it is.
Yeah, it's the famous game. This is Sonic's version of Superman 64. And I think this game is pretty damn great.
To be honest, it's definitely the most ambitious game that we've had.
Yes.
In this list. And
this is basically Sega trying to reboot the franchise.
And yeah.
Before we continue, let's talk about the Samurai story version. So basically, it's some kind of open fire day, and Sorcerers and fucking Elise is about to put on the flame, and Dr. Eggman came to attack for some reason because he wants some of that booty, even though it feels like it. And of course, Sonic came and stopped it and saved the princess. Well, not for long until Eggman fucking captured that bitch, like fucking one cutscene later. And
yeah,
the new Blight Hedgehog that came from the future because some other hedgehog told him, "Oh, Sonic, he's a fucking bad bitch. You must kill him." And it's like, all right, and it's like, go to the future. And there's another storyline with Shadow, which is basically a backstory of how the fuck this other hedgehog came from, which is Shadow. I am not fucking joking. So it's up to Sonic to stop Eggman and find out about this mysterious hedgehog. Yeah, the story's kind of confusing.
This story is one of their worst.
Yes, like I would forgive everything about the game, but I would say this: the story is the only worst part.
The story, okay. So this game's story is based around time travel, which
is half Civil the Hedgehog, which also they kind of ruined the story with Sonic was to say, "Oh, Blaze is also part of the future too, guys."
Maybe.
Even though she's from a different dimension in the last game.
In terms of the story, even though that this is a reboot, technically Generations makes it canon.
So that means he's just part of the mainline games.
And also there's a moment where Shadow seals Mephiles away, which was he is destined to. And I know
because it's Shadow.
Yeah. And as for the problems with that, well, I'm gonna go to some call me Johnny route. Shadow got out of his tube on Prison Island, went to Soliana because he heard the food was nice, helped the Duke of Soliana seal Mephiles away, and then he sneakily goes back into his pod, waiting for Eggman to awake him in Sonic Adventure 2.
Yeah, let's say this: a lot of Toy Story stuff could be good, but it's kind of like Lightyear, where it's kind of fucking make a confusing mess.
Like, I like the emeralds having time travel powers. Does make sense considering they can freeze time.
Yeah, and plus it's planet level, so of course it could magic up time travel, which that's cool.
And considering that the emeralds I definitely agree that the emeralds are definitely a huge part to play in this game.
It makes sense. The emeralds are like the Dragon Ball, so you gotta be an opponent to the Sonic franchise. So it makes sense to have them most opponent frames in the story.
Well, that's not the only game that has time travel. In Rivals 2, there's also time travel where Shadow uses one.
Oh, don't worry, we would get there because
yeah. And but to be honest, you can watch a bunch of reviews explaining why the story. Yeah.
Okay, I think the story's similar to this. Just watch a cutscene with 5 kids at least. aka the worst moment ever in the entire Sonic franchise because bestiality confirmed.
Now, if people were gonna ask me which story I think is worse, between Shadow and 06, they're both at the same level
Yeah,
of
but let's be honest, I'd rather have this story than Sonic Forces.
in terms of, yeah, it's better than Forces, but in terms
because
of,
because here's a good reason. It has character moments that we fucking love.
and Silver and Mephiles are great characters. Well, Silver's next appearance is at least, but Mephiles, he is my favorite villain in the Sonic series.
I will definitely agree. He is definitely one of my favorites.
He wants nothing but destruction, and that's
He
what's
just
so
wants
good about
death
it.
and destruction of this fucking world. Nothing else.
Plus,
The
um,
voice acting of Mephiles is pretty damn good.
Dan Green does a great job.
Yes, you want to know what Dan Green is? It's the same guy who did Knuckles and also Yu-Gi-Oh.
This get in terms of the voice acting, it's much better than Shadow, but
Yeah,
but Jason Griffith was still trying to get the tone of his Sonic voice right, where he just
but you
sounds
can
like
tell it's better than Shadow the Hedgehog at some point. I love the moments with Sonic at least, even though I don't ever ship them. Fucking never. But I love the cutscenes and moments of
if
those
they
games.
if they were not trying to make this weird romantic thing with them, then
It would
to be
be one of
honest,
the best moments in the Sonic franchise because at least Sonic is just trying to tell at least just a smile.
yeah, but although Elise as a character, well, she does stuff in the story at least, but again,
She's basically the Princess Peach. Like she always keeps on getting taken away by Dr. Eggman. In fact, in the Great Command's words, the Sonic 06 story and Sonic story is basically what if Sonic did a Mario story where it'd be like, oh, we capture the princess.
Sonic's story is definitely
The
probably
best.
not. Sonic's story in term does not feels disconnected from the other. Well, all three stories play into one, but
Yeah, it's
still,
just basically like take each story from different timepieces and it'd be weird. And I feel like someone did this where it'd be like add like each story moment in order.
and yeah, so I think the story next, to be honest, and as the story and execution, it sounds like even though I am highly against Sonic being really dark and gritty. The concept of this story was I think was a great idea, but its execution is just a mess. And in terms of '06 and Shadow story, Shadow everyone's an idiot, and in '06,
It
well,
would just be so gritty and dark. Like, oh shit, Memphis fucking shoot a laser beam at Sonic's heart and he died.
also first time Sonic has died.
Three or two, I don't remember.
Yeah, wish you had. Yeah, you wish you had that 1 billionth ring, didn't you?
Yeah. Also, we don't forget about the classic meme in this game. You know, the one where Shadow used chaos control and kicked Silver in the
Okay,
back
that's a
of the
good.
head.
Okay, that's one of the best. Okay, even
I'm not
though
gonna lie, it's one of my favorite moments. It's kind of funny nowadays to me because of someone just used that as a meme, and it's kind of funny.
even though Shadow was done dirty the last game, Shadow was done really well. '06 definitely had a better Shadow.
Yes, like I think that's why I love Sonic 06 a lot better than Sonic Forces because it did at least it did great things with the characters, and that's the thing I'll always choose than fucking them trying to do a concept but fucking fail miserably.
And I always and I love the fact that and I love the little scene where Sonic's like, don't be late," and Shadow's like, "Same to you."
I
I
love that
love it.
movie.
That's such a good. I love it. I love it when all these like everyone feels in character. And also, but Blaze, she feels unneeded.
Yeah, like why you gotta make Blaze be like she's from the future, even though the last year you have her be part in a different dimension.
And plus the start, plus I've seen, plus the start of the whole Sylvains, which I like, but in terms of canon, I feel like brother and sister relationship makes more sense in the canon, at least.
Yeah, like at least maybe have Silver be part of the same dimension. Maybe it will make sense, but at the same time, no.
Yeah, although I still like Silver and his voice, and well, as for the game, yeah,
To be
but I
honest, the
feel
whole voice cast is kind of pretty neat. The only complaint about the cutscene is how the fuck you mess up with Eggman design? Like, ugh! He is fucking ugly as shit. He's the same ugliness as movie Sonic, except not worse as that.
yeah, Eggman's design is
Disgusting.
I appreciate the attempt to make him look like that. That's actually not
But
too
one,
bad.
it's uncanny. Two, if some of the shots of the cutscenes could actually see his eyes, which no.
Just God no.
Just God no. Like that's the thing I could say is the worst one. Just Eggman's model alone. Like ugh!
It's gross.
It's just disgusting. I feel like it's the same level as movie Sonic. The original design of movie Sonic.
Yeah.
Just ew. At least Ugly Sonic has a better one Chip and Dale movie for some reason. This along with the original design, burned.
Yeah.
Just melted away. Out of
Straight
my
up,
head.
get out of here. I appreciate the attempt, but still.
One, you don't want to make it realistic. It's a fucking game about a blue hedgehog.
For crying out loud.
Like, holy shit. In fact, this whole game, I think Sega's ideas were like, what if we take Sonic in a more realistic world? Like, it look like a world that looks like fucking Final Fantasy shit.
Yeah, Sonic feels even though, yeah, I feel like an upcoming game, Unleashed, they did the human world very well in that game.
Yeah, because at least it's more cartoony.
Yeah, it's not.
Like, here's the thing: Sonic doesn't fit in a realistic world because, to me, Sonic fits in like a Saturday morning kind of way, where don't take it too seriously, and you just have fun with it.
Yeah, I will admit that the movie definitely does Sonic in the real world the best.
Definitely, and I feel like if I gotta say realistic Sonic, I would just think of those movies.
Yeah, movie Sonic is, in terms of like in terms of Sonic in the real world, I think movie Sonic does it right.
Well, this did it kind of wonk.
Yeah.
Anyway, time for some good shit. So the reason why I said I think is underrated is mostly the level designs. If you remove the glitches and remove all that shit that been worse because of the production hell of this game, I think the level design is pretty damn good. The only thing I could change is remove that fucking bar puzzle in the Silver story, and also I guess make the vehicle segments a bit shorter.
The funny thing is, whenever I would play the Billiard ball level, I just there's good things about the glitches, and is that I could clip through the door.
Yes, speaking of that, this is why they made Sonic into a laughingstock. So here's the thing. It ain't Sega's fault. The reason why this game turns out like this is because they don't have enough time to polish. Because, first off, they were trying to make this game doing the same development as the Xbox 360, the PS3, and the fucking Wii, which, mind you, when they tried to do the Wii version, they separated the team to have the other side do the Wii version, while the other side did the HD console, and that Wii version became a different game, which is coming up soon.
I think it's the next one.
No, it came out after Sonic. It came out after Sonic Levels, which came out after a Sonic game we're going to talk about next.
And as for the music,
it's pretty damn phenomenal. It's one of the best soundtracks ever.
For me, it's the best soundtrack in the series.
I don't know. It's one of the best. well, it is one of the best for me, but I'm not sure it'd be like in terms of top 10. I really don't know, but it's fucking up there. I love each girl so damn much. The fucking His World is one of my favorite lyric songs. Not the favorite, but definitely one of my favorites.
And I'll say, compared to with His World is my favorite Sonic theme song that they have done. It's better than Open Your Heart, Live and Learn, What I'm Made Of, and even Sonic Heroes.
Yes, and I have my favorite lyric song in this era too, but it's not in this one. We would get there. But it's definitely is one of my favorites. I think overall, this game is straight up phenomenal. It's just the problem is they rushed it out because of a holiday season. And because it's the same year as Sonic's anniversary. So you gotta keep it the same year.
Yeah, I feel like the game gets way too much hate.
Yeah, like here's the thing. It's not the game's fault. It has great ideas. It has phenomenal level design. The problem is they rushed it. Because of a holiday season, and this game is an anniversary game. Like if they polish it more and wait till say release around 2007, maybe 2008, this game would be praised as being one of the best Sonic games.
Now, as for how I feel about, and as for how I think it would be if they give enough time, well, probably just
rewrite the story.
Well, if they were to keep, we'd probably still have everything, the story the same and the gameplay, but the load times would be much better.
Yeah, that's another thing. And I would never defend is the fucking load times. I can understand this is their first HD game, but holy motherfucking shit. If we tie out those load times, it'd be like an hour or too long.
My favorite part about the load screens is the little arrow that goes through the now loading. As a kid, I'd always be like, meow.
Yeah, to be honest, that's kind of funny. Meow. But overall, I kind of want to put it here just to give it respect. It has ambitions, it has moments that we love, and the level design is phenomenal, and same as the music. The problem is, it rushed.
And I hate the fact that people say the glitches ruin it. Well, glitches in game. Well, how come some glitches in games people think are great?
Yeah, like sure, another glitchy Sonic game, which we'll get there in the next era. Sonic Colors.
Ultimate.
Yeah, I did say Ultimate, but it's Ultimate.
Yeah, the Ultimate version. And you know what? I've been on calls saying that the glitches ruin 06, and I'm like, hey, Colors Ultimate gave people seizures.
Well, I think that's only for the Switch version, which sadly I got. But funny thing is, I never encountered that. Mostly because I never played the day one because I pre-ordered that shit on Amazon.
I'm one of the lucky ones who never came across glitches. I got that thing day one, played through the entire thing, and suffered no glitches.
I never suffered any glitch except that one in like one of the levels of the fucking Star Carnival one. Sonic failed. Sonic didn't show up and fucking looked like he fell from the damn sky in the starting.
Yeah. But we'll talk about Colors Ultimate when we get there.
Speaking of a garbage, we never add ports, but this next one is, oh boy. Sonic the Hedgehog Genesis. How you fuck up a Genesis game for the Game Boy Advance?
I love Sonic 1. One of my favorites. But what did they do to you?
First off, you ruined the speed. You made Sonic look like he's running on desert lands. That makes him super damn slow. Oh.
The frame rate sucks.
The music, to be honest, I kind of have a teensy bit soft spot because I like the music. It's fine. I don't like the Game Boy Advance sound effects. I prefer the original. This one, in terms of soundtrack, gets 3. It's not the worst. It's maybe second worst.
What I can just say this: every bad Sonic game that I guess I could call them has has at least good things about it. But to me, Sonic Genesis.
Yeah. In fact, I'm just gonna go ahead and point you over here, buddy.
The most poorly made game, I'll say.
Yes, I don't know how you fuck up a fucking classic.
Someone make a Sonic 2 Genesis.
Hell, someone did a concept on a Game Boy hack, and it was fucking smooth like the Genesis.
Oh yeah, that person made one of them. I think made Sonic Mania. It was I forgot who it was. Headcanon. Yeah, he worked on Mania.
Yes, the one that everyone fucking thinks, everyone says the best, which one of them is me.
Congrats, Headcanon.
One of the moments that fans did better than Sega can't.
Also, someone make a Sonic 2 Genesis. I want to see if someone can do that.
Oh yeah, that'd be something interesting to see, actually. All right.
Okay. Anyways,
Sonic Rivals for the PSP.
A decent racing game, in my opinion.
Yes, in fact, it would go here.
It feels weird for everyone to just be challenging each other to a race to stop Eggman, even though
it's story. Simple as shit. So Eggman had this device that changed everything into cards, and he used that machine that turned Tails and Amy into cards. So it's up to Sonic, Shadow, Tails, Knuckles, and Silver when they have their own storylines, by the way. But it's basically they're gonna stop Eggman and Word in terms of Silver's story. And they gotta save them and make sure Eggman don't turn the fucking war into cards, because I guess Eggman has a face and he wants to collect the cards.
It feels weird that everyone's racing each other. Okay, guys, I'm all up for a friendly competition, but
seriously, you need to stop this fucking scientist that turns the damn war into cards.
Yes.
Sonic, I understand. He's a guy, but let's challenge you to a race, buddy, because he loves adventure. He wants a challenge. But everyone else, even Silver, which mind you, I forgot to mention that Silver's slow. Well, at least he's not slow in this one. Makes no fucking sense.
As for the racing, well,
it's all right. Each character has their own special move.
From what I've seen, I think Sonic gets a big burst. Shadow does time stop, I think.
Knuckles does that fucking meter one. And I think I remember in the Let's Play, someone said how Silver did is they reverse your controls. Because, he's a psychic guy, so it makes sense to have him reverse your controls.
I think it's weaker than Sonic Rivals, but probably... I think it's
wait, Sonic Rivals is weaker than Sonic Rivals?
Wait, Rush. Ignore I said that, people.
It's kind of funny.
Fuck.
I think it trying to say is not great as Sonic Riders, but it's alright.
Yeah.
Sonic Rivals is better. Sonic Rivals is better than Sonic Rivals.
I'm so glad this ain't scripted, because this will make a fucking incredible blooper.
This is why I never script, because we have moments like this.
I think it should go in the middle of good, because it's better than Shadow.
Yeah, at least have some good moments on through it. Now, oh boy. Sonic and the Secret Raids. Remember what I told you about? They were trying to do a Wii version? Well, they changed it to this.
I like the idea of a storybook game. Yes. And I love the cutscenes.
I do think this game is kind of... I will talk about opinions, but here's the story. Sonic is sleeping in his house, and which I have a problem with that. But anyways, Sonic was just chilling, taking a snooze until he found a wing. He wears it and loves it, and there's a genie. The genie's like, "Oh, Sonic, I need someone to save my world from the Aladdin storybook because a laser djinn, an evil genie, wants to take over that world of Arabian Nights." So Sonic enters the book and tries to stop him until a laser djinn put a curse on Sonic and makes him have fire in his chest. And in order to make him not die because the 5 is his lifespan. They got to bring the 7 world rings. Yeah, so it's up to Sonic and the Genie. They go to each level and try to get the world rings.
Dang, Sonic Sonic was on the clutch of death.
No Shark. Okay, first off, am I the only one that has a problem that Sonic has a house?
I mean,
I feel like Sonic would be one of those like adventure hobos that just likes to sleep under a tree.
Well, judging by how this never comes up again, I don't really have a problem with it. Like,
yeah, in fact, I think it's Sonic Labyrinth they kind of have the idea of Sonic sleeping in a house too.
Yeah, Labyrinth did it first, so I guess maybe it's Tails' house.
I guess so. It makes sense. Sonic would just crash into Tails' pod or Amy's pod, since the ending shows that Sonic was supposed to go on a date with Amy.
That's Black Knight.
Oh, whoops.
Because
I remember they have a cutscene at the end of this one when Sonic talks to Amy. It's like, "Yo, I'm being this Olivia Knight's book," and Amy's got fucking pissed off.
That was the ending to Black Knight.
Oh, I thought it was the same ending in this one. Oh, whatever. Memories kind
of. In the ending, he apparently runs through a bunch of universes until he gets back to his own one.
Which I guess it makes sense. He is the speed.
Oh my god, that's.
And then the official ending is like Ozzy defeat the Laser Gym and made him and have a smart move, which I definitely love, and grant him 3 wishes, and then tell him to get the fuck back in the lamp.
Oh, that's Secret Ring. In terms of the Secret Rings keeps up the great characterization in the last one where Sonic is granting the wishes.
Especially the last one is I wish you get a bunch of fucking tissues to dry your tears up, and holy shit, I don't know how much tissue we wish, but damn, there's a lot of damn tissues.
Overall, I prefer Shara to Elise, even though she just sounds like Blaze.
Yeah. I would say the story is one of my favorite parts, though, and I do love the cutscenes where they make it look like you actually reading a storybook.
I think Black Knight does the cutscenes a bit better because it looks like watercolors.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I would definitely agree, but I do love the storybook assets.
Oh yeah, that's one of the best parts about the game.
Yeah. Music, it's pretty good. The only annoying part is they keep on replaying that music every time you go and get out of menus. Like, where does it into more?
Oh, 7 Rings in Hand.
Yeah, like I do like the song, but it's kind of annoying every time you go in and out of menu and you hear it's like 7 Rings in Hand.
To be honest, I like both the original and Crush 40 versions at equal.
Like who doesn't love Crush 40? Like, come on.
It's the song. Overall, I think the soundtrack is good, especially Who's Gonna Rock the Place and
mostly because I have nostalgia with that song thanks to Kabani Money, who used that song a lot.
Kobe. Anyways,
yeah. Yeah. I do like some ideas. The only idea I don't like is you level up Sonic.
It's not. Yeah, that's kind of a weird idea. Like,
in fact, it kind of makes the game worse, in my opinion, because if you want to make Sonic control good, you gotta get him to level 99, which by the time he did that, he already completed the game.
Overall, I got used to it.
Yeah, true. I guess I got used to it too. It's just I kind of still don't like it though, mostly because this is the first time when they do motion controls. And how they did motion control? You use the Wii remote to control Sonic.
Before you go on your tangent, I'm gonna say on my side, I got used to them. I enjoyed it. I got used to it. And well, you can go on now.
All right. I would say the same thing. I do got used to it, but look, I'm not the guy who hates motion controls. I think the next game did it better in terms of motion controls. But I just don't like it. But mostly because you gotta do level ups to give him Sonic good moves, which that's kind of bullshit in my opinion. I don't
Yeah,
hate the game. If I gotta be generous, I'll point either good or meh. I'm not gonna point. I'm not gonna point a level as this.
yeah. It doesn't. To be on, and honestly, my favorite part about the game is it
The party
introduced
mode.
my favorite, probably one of my favorite super forms of Sonic, Darkspine Sonic, which
Yeah. To be honest, that form is fucking awesome.
although the voice, it's a year before the Werehog voice.
Yeah, this is the proto Werehog voice.
I mean, don't get me wrong, the scream is fucking raw as hell.
Yeah, that scream is fucking.
Yeah, and Jason Griffith did great as Sonic once again, and pretty much everyone else who's in the game.
Yeah, true. And I do love when they bring up Sonic's friends. They have him dress up as the characters of Libyan Nights. Like I love that. That's like a goofy tone I truly do love. Like Knuckles has Sinbad. Perfect match.
Sometimes I'm wondering, like, wait, is Sonic gonna mention how they look exactly like? And he does. Like, I'm at least glad they did that, because if they did, I'm pretty sure the audience would be saying that too.
Yeah, true. And I think they also kind of did the same thing as Sonic and the Black Knight when they did the same thing here.
They do.
Which, like, I don't hate it.
Yeah,
to be honest, I don't hate it. If I gotta be nice, I'm gonna even point it like here or meh. That's good things.
A high meh.
Yeah, right here. I think it makes sense. It's not great as a motion control game though.
In terms of a game, I have very high respect for not only bringing the Sonic to the Wii, but also introducing one of my favorite super forms.
Yeah, same with me. Oh yeah, we forgot to mention they brought up Party again. It's fine.
Never played party mode because reasons.
Yeah, at least that's the only way to play Shadow.
Yeah. Anyway, let's anyway.
All right. Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games, both for the Wii and the DS.
Huh. Didn't think we count this one.
Yeah, I kind of counted because they have different mini games in the DS version.
Oh well, I guess.
That's why I know it because this is the only version I play. I don't have the Wii version.
I've never played, but I've played the DS Winter Olympic Games, which I did not like. But to be
by
honest,
the way, don't worry. I got a feeling we're gonna talk about it a lot when we get there.
Oh,
wait a minute! I just realized that I forgot to put the Wii version of the Winter Games. Shit.
Well,
oh well.
It's Mario and Sonic crossing over.
Yeah, it's a crossover that everyone wants to do, even though we kind of wish it was a platforming game still. Like, maybe switch different gameplay styles.
It definitely does. I'm glad they at least do a proper Mario and Sonic. I wish they could have done, like, a proper Mario vs. Sonic crossover.
Yeah.
Instead of doing, although Super Mario Bros. Z does it the best.
Yeah, definitely. now I got such in the image of Mars on the Olympic Winter Games for the Wii. I just realized I didn't add that.
I think this game is good for an Olympic game, I guess.
Yeah, it's not the best Olympic game though.
Yeah, I'm not really a fan of Olympic games, but it works.
I would say a Wii here, a DS here. The reason I put the DS here because one is limited. It's a DS game.
Yeah,
I do love it. They kind of changed up a bit. Like they added different mini games, like the race.
It works.
It fucking works.
Anyways,
next game. But before we do that, I need to fix an error.
Oh boy.
I thought I got the fucking Wii one, but I guess I focused on trying to get the DS box art.
Huh.
That I just straight up forgot. So, hold out for one moment, guys. Don't worry, it won't take too fucking long.
Technical difficulties, everybody.
That's my part of an error.
Oh well.
So, don't worry, it won't be that quick. It won't. It will be quick. It'll be just like a few seconds as I wait for the fucking other browser that I use to fucking let me save the image. There we go, saving. Now, oh wait, I hope it saves. Edit. Sorry, guys. I didn't expect the error came, but to be honest, I kind of expected. I somehow kind of expect this shit happens.
Oh, but it makes a funny bloop. Oh, but this
It's a funny blooper, though. It's a funny damn blooper. Though not as funny as him saying Sonic Rivals is better than Sonic Rivals.
Whoops.
Damn it, I got the web image for shit. I know. Damn it. Fuck it. Again, this image. I got the web version, which I got for it's not going to save it in here.
Oh.
Choose. Take it, damn it. There we go. Submit. What? Oh, wait. Does make out went. Okay, good. I'm finally not going to save.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
Okay. We fixed it. Holly fucking Luya.
And we're telling
Sonic Rivals 2.
It's
at least I think that's next in the timeline. I might need to check just to make sure, but we will still talk about it
now. It's Rivals, but it expands more.
First off, you get additional characters because each story has a partner. Knuckles with Rouge, Sonic with Tails, Shadow with Metal Sonic for some reason.
The Rivals to Sonic collide.
Oh wait, it's an SBO. No wait, SBO is 7, I think. Which SBO and Metal Sonic is here.
Yeah, I'm glad they're back.
The story is something about Eggman created the Impulse trigger, which is a different Impulse from the Sonic 06 line.
Oh, thank God! I was about to be like,
I think. Wait, when we check the encyclopedia just to make sure I'm right. Where is it? It's like Widers. Here it is. Rivals 2. Let's see. Huh. Maybe read the story in the encyclopedia. Large numbers of child has gone missing around the world. Sonic and Tails team up to find the little water buddies. Meanwhile, Knuckles is hunting down the missing Master Emerald. He's found by Rouge, who enters her help. Blah blah blah. Eggman N-word's back.
Oh dear God, Blaze, you be slacking.
Yeah.
Some queen you are.
But yeah, I think they brought back the fucking Iblis again.
That's a cool continuity, and I'm glad they kind of brought back Crisis City.
Oh, sorry, it's not Iblis, it's Ifrit.
Ifrit.
Yeah, that's what
Got it.
Yeah, the name's Ifrit.
Well.
I'm looking at here, they give the characters different costumes.
Yeah, and everyone's keeps challenging each other to races. Which
at least some of them you could battle or collect wings more or some bullshit.
Rivals, even I do at some point I will get my PSP and get a Sonic Rivals game working. And until then, I think the game.
Until then, it will be right here. It's better, but it's not better than this.
And it proves that Shadow can chaos. And by the way, not many people knows, but it brings up that they can use time travel without 2 people or 2 emeralds.
Which somehow Death Battle thinks is not.
Shadow. Shadow time traveled with one. Anyways, but that will be for another video. Anyways.
Another video. Yeah. Shit, we skipped one. The actual next game is Sonic Quest Adventures. Oops.
Wow, the second Rush game.
Well, we kind of mixed up 2007 in general because Sonic Waffles 2 came out after Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. Oops.
Whatever. Rush Adventure it's
a pretty great sequel.
Well, I am coming close to beating it. Just gotta get the emeralds, but I will say
I somehow never beat it for some reason. I don't know why. But the story is Sonic and Tails crash because of a fucking hurricane storm thing. And they end up washing on the shore when they met Marine the Raccoon, the Australian raccoon that wants to be a pirate for some reason. So it's up to Sonic and Tails to find out why the fuck they in the island, stop a robot that looks like it's made by a Sonic guy, and also trying to get the Chaos Emeralds, and sometimes they met Blaze.
Yeah, to be honest,
they realized they crashed into the same dimension as Blaze.
Yeah, to be honest, it basically does what a sequel. It basically does what I feel like most people forget that a sequel does. It's basically it basically does that trope. What I don't like with sequels is that I just do the same thing, but kind of just make it better. Well, it doesn't do the same thing.
At least they expanded the idea about this whole alternate dimensions.
Yeah, it's basically great. It has a great, although I do not like Marine the Raccoon as a character.
To me, Marine's pretty okay. In terms of cute characters go, which I kind of find her cute. She ain't cute as Cream, but I don't know. I do like they have like a different Mobian creature that's kind of part of a different country, which mine here, she's Australia.
Yeah, I like the idea that she's Australia.
It's kind of like some people like Ty the Tasmanian Tiger for. Remember that fucking weird franchise?
I don't hate her, but some people give me arguments that she's just a child, so...
And also annoying, but let's be honest, all childs are fucking annoying.
Yes. Marine, to be honest, I'm okay with her being ruled...
Like, she fits. Like, even though she's annoying, it does fit because she is a kid.
Yeah, if she ever somehow comes back, I don't think I'll mind it, I guess.
Same. In fact, in terms of expanding, they kind of expanded a lot in this game. First off, the Rush gameplay is the same, but how you get to those levels is different. You gotta drive jet skis and boats and submarines.
Yeah, and you have to get equipment, which is kind of the reason why it's been takes a while to beat.
It's basically the way you get it, you just grind. Like straight up RPG grind.
You gotta get certain materials to get the objects needed.
And the way you get those materials, you just gotta get a higher rank. aka either A or S or B. It's just any rank.
I've gotten used to it and it's still fun.
Yeah, I think this game's pretty much fun. In fact, it'd be the same quality as this, except it expanded more. So
yeah, and I like the idea, and I still Blaze is pretty much the same as she was.
Which we forgot to mention, Blaze is one of the best female characters in the Sonic franchise.
She is the best in terms of design. She's great, and
in terms of characterization, at least in terms of females, it's up there in the highest.
She's probably the most consistent. She's definitely the most consistent because she ain't obsessing over someone, looking for jewels, looking for a frog. She's a princess that did her fucking job, and
also be mature.
And be Sonic's next rival. Well, kind of rival.
Kind of. Blaze is kind of like the alternate dimension version of Sonic if she's not cocky and just be more mature and responsible.
She's one of those. She's definitely one of the. It's one of those alternate universes where they have a version of the main hero.
But it's the opposite.
True.
Both gender and character wise.
Overall, I think it's definitely a bit of a downgrade from Rush, but I think.
But they expand it more. At least it does what a sequel do.
Yeah, but if they just removed the whole grind thing, then this game would have definitely got more points with me. But it's still good. It can go below Rush.
Yeah. To be honest, yeah. Okay, yeah. All right. Oh, funny thing, the DS version came out in 2008 for some reason. But what?
What a coincidence!
Anyways, speaking of 2008, Sonic Riders Zero Gravity.
I remember. I think like the openings. I remember
the cutscenes are pretty fucking phenomenal.
The cutscenes are amazing. I always remember that little chase sequence, that chase at the beginning.
Same. I always remember the opening because of how Sonic's just chilling, like Sonic and the boys just chilling in a hover car.
I like it. Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, the story is pretty good overall. Story is they found like an ancient thing, and okay, to be honest, I forgot the strap.
Yeah, the story. Yeah, the story is.
Maybe I'll take Wikipedia because I forgot.
Also, the designs for the characters. I want them to bring these back.
It says right here, it all begins with a mysterious meteor shower. Instead of bits of spacewalk, the ancient arcs of the cosmos came running down on the world. Tails recovered one to show it to Sonic, while another crashed into one of Eggman's new robots, the SCR-HD. Jet finds another one, but this one's hidden with ancient Vivian ruins. The hunt for the Ark and the truth of their origin leads Team Heroes and Team Babylon into another series of races as the robots of Meteor Tech. How original. One Almark, Dr. Eggman's dubious set-up company aims to harness the power of the Arcs, but their powers prove too chaotic. The Rivals unite at the end to defeat a master called ABIS SCR-HD, corrupted by the powers of the Arcs. The Arcs returned to Babylon Garden, which ascended into orbit.
That's a weird.
The story's pretty damn good. I remember moments. Though I wish they kind of kept the cartoony vibe in terms of the original Riders.
That's new. That's a new story and seems good. I like how it's the original.
Yeah, I did play this one. I didn't play the original, but I did play this one on my Wii when I still got my Wii U. And to be honest, the controls are pretty good. I could see some people may have problems if they don't got used to the Riders controls. But it's up there. Like if I can send this getting used to it. In fact, I might point it with Sonic Riders because they're both basically the same quality. They're all both good, decent racing games.
I love my favorite part of the Riders games as a whole is just the designs of the characters. I love these designs.
Yeah, it does have that personality that makes it so different than any other racing games, to the point that it's one of those racing games that no one ever copies, but they will always copy Mario Kart, but never this.
It's honestly, I think that the Riders games are well,
except one, which we would get to in the next year.
I have never played the next one that we're talking about. I know the legacy it has.
Same with me because of the reviews.
I think it's good.
Zero Gravity, one of the greats.
I think it's under Riders.
Yeah, I did point that out.
Yeah.
So note for 2008, Sonic became a Smash Bros. Character in Super Smash Bros. Brawl.
If Brawl was on here, we'd probably give it the tip of the.
But the reason why I did add it because it's not a Sonic game.
It's not 100% Sonic.
Well, no one is, but not really. It's kind of like a crossover. Sega Superstar Tennis. Yes, they made a Sega game that has a bunch of characters do tennis first.
When Sega gave a shit about their other IPs, and I think this game pays. I think it pays off.
Yeah, kind of. Even though if you got at Sonic, it makes sense to have them do racing, but it's fine. The opening cutscene's cool.
The opening, the opening is what I remember the most.
Yeah, I remember Sonic went to the hoop and launched the ultimate ball slam at Eggman's tech mech. That's pretty damn badass.
And I like all the and I remember the combo, and I like their big moves where they use their.
Most of the voice we use is maybe Sonic 06.
Huh. It's a fine tennis game,
but it's not a lot of women, so we're gonna leave it at bottom good.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of tennis, but I did remember playing the DS one. I thought it's alright.
It's a decent tennis game.
But that's it. Too bad we're not gonna say for the next one. Sonic Chronicles, the Dark fucking Brotherhood. Oh dear Lord, this is abysmal.
Okay. I love the story.
Even though the cutscene looks like it's from fucking Newgrounds.
The thing I remember the most is one of those a CGI trailer.
I don't remember that one.
I remember there was like this 3D CGI cutscene based on the game, and I remember them from like fan made trailers.
Okay. I would say the story is alright. Like I think the story's good. I think it's the only good thing about Sonic Chronicles.
It ends with Eggman taking over the world.
Which, well, to be honest, I guess it was implied they wanted a sequel, but because of the, I guess, evil game sales and audience scores, we're not getting it.
And it introduced the Echidna Trot and new Echidna Echidnas.
Yeah, the story's weird. So basically, Sonic gotta stop Eggman until they met Shade. This is probably like somehow weird ancient Echidna tribe that Knuckles not even fucking know about. And they go there, and then there's some fucking evil Echidna, and they stop him. And then, of course, like we just said, because they got distracted with that story, Eggman's was like, "Oh, I'm just going to take over when they do their shit."
It's okay. I think the worst part the best I like.
I do like you choose dialogues for Sonic, including ones where if you want to make Sonic look like a dick, there you go.
I like the idea of that Echidna tribe, although in the Archie comics they make it worse.
Which, by the way, this is why we're never going to get released, because some of the characters is owned by the people that will be one of the persons that did the Archie comics. And because of that, and the reason why we never see the Archie comics is because they sued him. They sued Sega. He sued Sega.
And then the Archie comics got a reboot with
IDW, which even though I do love how Archie Sonic's more powerful in terms of story wise, the IDW is better.
Sorry, IDW, and if we're talking about early Archie against IDW, then I think I'm on both, but later Archie, the mid one.
It's kind of like the same level of SpongeBob, but not in terms of comedy wise and how they sometimes don't get the jokes right, but mostly you're taking it too fucking serious about Blue Hedgehog.
Mid Archie.
The only respects I give you is you make Sonic powerful, which I give you respects, but in terms of writing, no.
I like how Archie Sonic's this may be a side tangent. Archie Sonic's characterization is the most raw Sonic we've gotten.
Yeah, this is why he's the most OP Sonic.
And he's basically the Sonic that doesn't fuck around. It
doesn't like unlike Game Sonic where you can see the cockiness and not really take it so much serious sometimes. Archie Sonic is a different story.
Archie, if you trust me, people, if you have seen the limit scene, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And yeah, but the Archie comics are an entirely different canon. Overall, it goes at the bottom of meh, or even that's no good.
True. I'll give it that.
I
Anyways,
don't
back
even.
too
I don't
bad.
care for this game.
But I would say Sonic Chronicles worse because, hear me out. I don't mind the idea of Sonic being an RPG character. Like, Mario does it great. But here's the problem with this one. First off, you control Sonic with a stylus. And I don't. And also the battle system, which that makes it Mario so shit.
Gee, it's not a fun RPG.
Yeah, like this is the reason why Mario did better. And I want Sega to go back to the idea of making RPG Sonic, but good.
Yeah, if we're talking about the best Sonic RPG game, it's Sonic RPG.
Yeah, like
the one with Silk Doom.
Yeah, at least that did great because they took ideas from Final Fantasy and Mario and keep it that. Unlike you try to do something new by making it the stylus base.
Trust me,
buttons. People. What the fuck is one with buttons?
But it's just a low meh. It's not good.
No, I kind of want to point it here, to be honest. Like, not as bad. It's just
at least it has something over Sonic. It has something over Sonic Genesis.
Yes, but the only thing that's worse than Sonic Genesis is the music. Oh. Okay, here's the thing. I'm gonna say both of the Sonic soundtracks is 97 or 8%. The last 3% is either the Sonic Spinball option music, and 2 soundtracks for both Sonic Genesis and this.
Listen to the soundtrack.
Yeah, it's straight up.
Every
time I play the game, or if I want to play the game, I would turn down the motherfucking music.
I think Chronicles has. Oh, the thing it has over Sonic Genesis is that
it's the story. The story's
kind
of good.
Sonic Genesis is just is the worst port.
Yes, it's definitely the worst.
Get out.
All right, time for 2 interesting versions of Sonic Unleashed. Except the problem is, I don't know which is which. It got the same box art.
I think the next.
Anyways, okay, let's just pretend this is the Wii version because the Wii/PS2 came out first.
Yeah, 2 weeks before. I think 2 weeks or 2 days.
Wait, we check. Let's see, November 18th. No, really 2 days because the Wii.
2 days.
Yeah, because the one for the Xbox 360 came out 2 days after the Wii and PS2 version.
Oh, well, buddy. Okay, so we're starting off with this.
Yeah, so technically this came out first. So, we're not going to explain the story. We're going to explain the differences. Mostly, it kind of looks better than the HD one, and the gameplay / level design is very, very different. I like the graphics compared to, say, Sonic Heroes or Sonic and the Secret Rings. The graphics are a step up. Yes, but it's not as great and amazing as the HD one, which we will talk about next.
I like how the level design I think is not really better. The Werehog I think
it's worse.
The Werehog's worse, but
because here's the thing, they made it too fucking long.
Well, some of the Werehog levels are long, some of them are short. I'm glad,
but it's mostly long.
Yeah, they're mostly long.
Like if it's mostly short, then we'd be okay with it. But if a level's 30 minutes, you did something wrong.
What I like that they did in this version, it's several small sections.
Like mostly the problems they have in the HD one is you got to collect some amount of sun and moon medals, which in this one, you don't have to worry about it.
All you gotta do is just get good ranks, and I like that.
Oh yes,
Replayability.
So it has one thing that's better than the HD one.
And I love the Gaia tempos. The Gaia tempos are amazing.
True.
You can get extra lives.
Which is the best way to farm.
In terms of there are 2 levels missing.
Yes.
Which
I forgot which is. I think it's the city level.
Empire City's just gone, and Missouri.
And also the other Sand one. You know, the Sand City.
Yeah, Missouri just has the boss and the hub world.
Yeah, not the stage itself. And the fucking C one, they fucking skipped that shit.
Yeah, because it kind of just has no plot relevance. There's no Gaia temple in it.
Which I gotta think the reason why they did this because maybe there's no room for them because the Wii is more, both Wii and the PS2 is more limited than the HD consoles.
Definitely, if you're gonna play Unleashed, if you want to start out, if you're gonna get into Unleashed, I'd say the Wii version is the first one to start with, considering it's kind of easier and it's more. I think the Wii has better replayability in that it's being more streamlined.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it. I would say the HD's one's a bit better, so I'm gonna put it at top.
Also, one more thing to close off the Wii's discussion: the graphics on the PS2. Dithers everywhere.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention this version is made by Dimps.
Oh yeah, Dimps did a great job in the 3D space.
Yes, except for too bad they kind of not do that anymore in the next 3D kind of way.
As for my opinions on the boost levels, I like them.
But
I think it's not strictly blistering speed.
But you know, I guess it's for people that kind of don't like, try again because the levels on it can be hard.
It was very fun getting all the S ranks on them.
True. All right, time for a superior one. Sonic Unleashed for the HD consoles. Now we're going to explain about the story.
Yes.
So after the fight between Super Sonic and Eggman, because Sonic, of course, flashes best, which, mind you, this is home to the best opening cutscene in a Sonic game.
Yes, it feels like
like a Pixar movie.
This is what the Sonic movie. Okay, I like the Sonic live action movies.
Yeah, but
it should have been animated like this.
Yes, and by the way, before we continue on the story, I want to note the Night of the Werehog short that was made during the game production of this. And mind you, that short looks like it's made by Pixar. It's beautiful. I
love the Night of the Werehog is a great short that is made by Mars Animation Planet, and they will go on to create future CGI Sonic games.
Yeah, which, by the way it started, is fucking fantastic start.
And
anyways,
go ahead. Go. The music for the opening scene is great.
Oh yeah, this sounds so cinematic.
Anyways,
so by the way, back to the story. So during the fight between Super Sonic and Dr. Eggman geniusly trapped Super Sonic and drained the power of the Chaos Earth to power a laser beam so powerful that fucking destroys the fucking Earth and unleash the Dark Gala, this dark energy. And somehow Sonic uses the negative one to turn into his new form, the Werehog. But before Sonic is about to fucking kill this man, he fucking lets him go because of the space. And once he landed on Earth, he met Chip, the Light Guardian that's supposed to protect one. But here's the problem: he lost his memory because of the crash when Werehog started crashing on him. So it's up to Sonic and Chip to save the world corner by restoring the powers of the Chaos Emeralds and trying to figure out what Chip is.
Now, the story is great.
The story is one of my favorites, to be honest.
Even though it's a combination of Sonic Adventure 2 and 2006.
Yeah, most people have chip amnesia. Though a guy friend calls the Werehog Sonic, he crashes on him.
And the Dark Gaia because it feels like Iblis.
In fact, the negative influence kind of feels like Dark Sonic and Sonic X when he uses the negative side of the Chaos Emeralds.
Now, I can say this. How the fuck does Sonic become a Werehog? That makes no sense.
Like, my theory is because maybe they used the negative side of the Chaos Emerald, or maybe Dark Gaia have possessed Sonic and give him that form.
It seems to be that people think that Dark Gaia caused Sonic transform, but here's the problem: Sonic is in space.
Yeah, and plus this is before Dark Gaia fucking wakes up and after the laser beam.
Now, do I think it should have been Dark Supersonic instead? Maybe.
Maybe. I don't know why they didn't do that, but it's fine. Like, that's why I always figured maybe Sonic just uses the negative side before he fully got drained or some shit.
To be honest, I don't think that and for the people who are wondering, I do not think it was the Chaos Emeralds doing, considering Dark Gaia is the one who just...
No, it's just a theory of mine.
I
think it's because of Dark Gaia, because of the ending cutscene, where we see the purple shit came out of Werehog Sonic and made him, fully trans back to normal.
Yeah, I don't understand the Werehog, and to be honest,
that's the only issue with the story. Everything else is straight up perfect. In fact, I think this is the home where Sonic's characterization is straight up perfect.
For me, it's the second perfect portrayal of him.
Well, second, like, I don't know which is which. I really do love the story. It has great moments I do always remember. Like the time where Amy first met Werehog Sonic, but kind of learns that it may not be him, even though it is him.
I still think Amy should not be in this game.
Yeah, same, because Amy's kind of like a Sonic Adventure 2. She's kind of pointless, but man, that moment hits, to be honest.
I like how Sonic feels how Sonic feels after it, but Amy just
it kind of shows that Sonic might have true feelings with Amy. Maybe.
I just see it as his insecure side.
True, which it makes sense, and I think it's great to show that. Make sure the audience know that Sonic does have weaknesses besides water.
It's just Amy should not have been here.
Same. Like, the only one that makes sense for his Tails, because at least Tails shows him his friend that we don't know of, be Professor Pickles, which, mind you, that's the funniest stupid name ever.
Apparently, I heard a rumor Shadow and Knuckles were somehow going to be in this.
Which, if that's and maybe playable, but here's the problem. One, we don't need them.
And plus, it retcons the Master Emerald being connected to the Chaos Emeralds.
And two, why is Knuckles gotta be there if he's busy protecting the Master Emerald? Which, to be honest, I'm not complaining with that, because they did that a lot in Sonic games, where even though Knuckles is helping them, he should just stay with the Master Emerald and guard it.
Yeah, it's the longest to be honest, this is in the top 3 longest Sonic games of all time.
Yeah, I think once that came out, it's like Sonic Frontiers longer.
I think Frontiers and 06 are tied between the longest games, or it's a 3-way tie.
I gotta think the only way it's kind of longer is maybe the loading times with Sonic 06, which I think I remember it ties in like an hour or 2 hours. It tells you at every single loading screen.
Yeah. As for now, I do want to touch on the music. It's...
Oh, okay. Endless Possibility, my favorite lyric song in the Sonic franchise. Fucking period.
I find it to be... It's okay.
I don't know. I love the rhythm of the song. I don't know how to explain it. Like, I don't know why it's my favorite. It's fucking banger. It has the instrumentals straight up perfect, especially ones where they use orchestra when they were using the final boss. And this is not count, but Sonic Symphony version. Oh hell yeah!
I think the symphony I think Nate Wants to Battle in the symphony version did it right. The original is just okay to me.
Fun fact: the song is made by Born for Soup, who made the theme song of Jimmy Neutron and Phineas and Ferb.
And I love Jimmy Neutron.
And Phineas and Ferb theme song is a fucking banger.
Yeah, and apparently that's and Endless Possibilities has now been copyrighted.
Which I got is going to be one of those examples of if they wanted to remaster, they either trying to find a way, or worse, do like they did with Sonic Ultra with the Michael Jackson music.
I just say use a cover.
True. Like maybe have T-Loops or whatever fan base to do the end of special. Or have like a famous cover artist, like I don't know.
Nate. Like Pay Nate Wants to Battle. He did his own cover. In fact,
Sega commented on it. Hire him.
And fun fact, the official song, The Hedgehog, account even commented on it, saying amazing job.
Okay, if they do it, they better hire him because that cover's great.
Use the Nate Wants to Battle cover because I think that's a good cover.
Anyways, besides that, I think one of my favorite lyric songs. The musical is pretty fantastic. I love the opening theme when you tell the tile screen. I love every song piece. I think my favorite one is maybe Rooftop 1 because it's iconic. I do love boss music. I think the boss music is maybe one of my favorite boss themes.
Yeah, to be honest, I think it's a great soundtrack, all things considered.
Yeah, I think it's maybe like kind of close to Sonic 06, but maybe not really. In some people,
it feels like a movie. It definitely feels like a movie song, a movie soundtrack.
Yeah, that's what I truly love. It feels so cinematic than the other Sonic soundtracks.
It's a good. What? As for the graphics,
oh, it is the most beautiful Sonic game. Like one of the most beautiful ones.
Here's the controversial. Here's one of my hot.
Is this hot take, boys?
Here's my hot take. The graphic. Okay, I'm gonna say this game is actually not HD. It isn't.
Okay, I didn't expect that.
Okay. Well, for people who watch cross-platform, the cross.
Oh yeah, I remember that series. The only episode I've seen is Glover though.
The Elite.
Which, mind you, please do more. Like I love the concept of that show.
I think. Well, the graphics are good.
It's more polished than the Wii one.
The cutscenes, if we're including the CGI, it's one of the best looking Sonic games.
It's straight up 10 out of 10 with if you counted the ultimate CGI, especially at the opening and ending.
But if we're looking at just the video, if we're looking
at the in-game cutscenes, it's pretty good.
The graphics as a whole, in terms of gameplay, it's good. Even though I can literally smell my Xbox 360.
It's because of the noises. We're like,
oh no!
No. Oh wait, are you talking about original Xbox when they go to the jungle level and the flames go fucking drip so damn hard?
Yeah, the frame rate just
by the Xbox One version, it fixed itself.
Trust me, I can smell my Xbox 360 smoking the amount.
The jungle level's too much.
I don't have a problem with it, but definitely it's very, very noticeable. The graphics, they're all right. I think Generations PC. I mean the PC version of Generations, Lost World, and surprisingly Forces are competition. Forces graphics.
Even though I don't like the game, the graphics for the most part is pretty damn great.
And I mean Forces is graphics. I'm not saying Unleashed is worse than Forces. Hell no.
No, hell no. Fuck no.
The Werehog.
Okay, first off, before we talk about the Werehog stages, the boost stages is one of my favorite boost level stages, to be honest. Like, I love the first act and Windmill Owl and stuff. You go to the second act. Rooftop 1 is pretty damn fun. In fact, most of the boost stages in there are straight up phenomenal fun. Even though it does have the feint where if you don't play the first time, you might fuck it up.
Yeah, because it kind of you can go.
Yeah, but anyways, the only stage I will say, which we're not going to talk about yet, is the last stage.
Oh, gee. Okay.
But before we talk about
Okay.
that stage, wow!
Oh, I will have a ginormous rant about that. But anyways,
Same.
my opinion on the boost gameplay, it's exhilarating to watch Sonic go.
Like it captures the speed so perfectly.
Yeah, in terms of 3D, Secret Rings with its speed break may be really fast, but
boy,
God,
you look the boost. This man goes fucking you.
It's basically the Mach speed sections of 06 and the speed break.
Except it's better and not glitchy.
Yeah, take the Mach speed sections and take the speed break from Secret Rings, and then it's. Although my biggest problem, it feel like speed is nice, but if the daytime stage is just exhilarating boosting, I might as well be playing a racing game.
Yeah, but hey, it really makes you feel like you want to do like Sonic, go woo!
Then the Sun and Moon medals come up and.
Wait! Before we talk about that,
oh yeah, the Werehog.
How about the elephant in the room?
The Werehog.
The Werehog. To me, the Werehog stage is just fine. Like I could clearly see Sega is trying to do the God of War gameplay where they're trying to beat them up and all that shit. And to me, it's fine. But some of us those go really too long and for their welcome. Like I don't hate them. I don't say it's bad. It's fine.
On my first playthrough, I hated the Werehog, but on my second playthrough on the 360, it was exhilarating. Okay, the long levels, and I think the Werehog is as much as I think the Werehog is a stupid idea. It's so much fun to just beat the shit out of everything.
Yeah, to be honest, I did have fun beating the shit out of it. The only complaint is you keep on re-listen to that battle music. So every time you go, dan, it's sometimes for some people it'll be.
Yeah, I just want to listen to the jazz.
Like this jazz is great. I'm not complaining about the music of the jazz. It's jazzy. I love jazz.
Also, the camera control.
Yeah.
Sometimes the camera just wants to fuck with me.
Yeah, the camera be like, ha, you try to do this? Nah, bitch, you look at this way.
It's definitely what else is there?
Okay. The weird ones where you drive a tornado. To me, that's kind of worse.
I think it's the worst gameplay that they have.
Here's the gameplay. You smash buttons in time. It's a rhythm game.
I'm not good at QTEs. It's like the tornado sections in Adventure, but worse.
Look at Uncharted where they do timing buttons, but worse. Even though I never play Uncharted.
I do not like QTEs in games.
Yes, I'll be okay if they did it in daytime stages, like in summers or that. I'm fine with that. Like that's pretty cool. But in this one, do Sonic Adventure. What? Why?
Well, to be honest, I think it's time.
Wait. Before we talk about the last stage, so Sun and Moon medals.
They're done better in the Wii version.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, the Wii version is better. I kind of feel it's not gonna be an issue if you know the level design well and know what they are. But if you don't, you're gonna have a bad time.
Especially in the jungle when you get to the jungle level.
Yes. Oh boy, the jungle.
I had to.
I guess before we talk about the last stage, I guess the hub was pretty damn good.
I think this is the last time they did an open world hub world.
Yeah, which just sucks because this is where it's home to like the best human designs, in my opinion.
Yeah,
it's the style to the Sonic world.
Feels very more cartoony.
Yeah, it's kind of like a Sonic X kind of where it's not really cartoony. It fits the anime aesthetic, I guess.
Yeah,
it's like the same face here except cartoony.
with X, they do it in anime. When X did humans, it does it well in an anime style, but with Unleashed, it does it well in a 3D CGI
Yeah,
style.
it fits the cartoony vibe. Now, on the other hand, the Eggman land stations go to fucking hell.
On my first attempt, I had to stack lives. It's a I for the people who love Eggman Land, which you know what, there's
But
actually
mind you,
one.
I do love the concept of Eggman Land. Like Eggman finally built the one that he's always trying to do in the Sonic games.
Yeah, even though there are better Eggman based
And I
levels.
love the Eggman statue. Pretty
Yeah,
nice touch.
the hub world of Eggman Land is cool, although
Yeah, and I love the cutscene. Like, Sonic be like, "Oh, fucking Jesus Christ!"
there are better Eggman final base levels.
Because it's the problem with this one. At least one of the problems. It's too fucking long.
It's
So
this
here's what
level
they did.
kicks you
They
in the
tried
nuts.
mixture between day and night because this is the last level. It would challenge you.
Yeah, I get the chat. I get it's challenging, but that doesn't excuse bad game design.
Look, I excuse the special stage in Sonic 2. This, on the other hand, fuck off. If I have trouble with the Wii version, and it's like, oh, fuck no. I'm going to have the same thing as here because I never beat the HD one because I fucking know this stupid zone will fucking make me rage quit.
So, the Wii version, it was fun.
I guess so.
It was.
But I don't know.
I played it, and to be honest, it was really fun. I don't.
I like this. I like the HD one though, which
And trust me, I remember one guy saying they'd rather play Eggman Land than any of the generation levels.
But have you not looked at it? Like maybe it's kind of close with Planet List, but not really.
And nowadays I can just beat Eggman Land to get a B. Nowadays I can beat Eggman Land within an hour, but
it's still fucking bullshit.
72 minutes, some call me Johnny, it took. 72 minutes on his first try.
That is straight up an hour of any Sonic game.
It's just, and I do want to, and real quick on the final boss. The first part of the Wii version did it better, and the Xbox 360 finale did it better.
Well, at least the bosses in the HD one is kind of better. Like I figured the Wii one is just straight up punch out, like straight up punch out.
But still, in the 360 version, not both versions. I think in terms of Sonic final bosses, this is the worst final boss, and I'm gonna say, in my personal opinion, this is the worst Sonic final boss in the series.
All right, I kind of want to hear this. Actually, I'm interested.
Wait,
you gotta be more specific. You talk about the Wii or the 360?
Yes. I'll go over both. Okay, both versions in a nutshell. The Wii version, love how you can punch the shit out of Dark Gaia.
Like I said, in my opinion, because I did play this one and actually beat it, it's straight up punch out. Like, you use the Wii remote, you punch the shit out of it. Even though I do wish in the Xbox one, I kind of wish they have like a segment where Sonic is like running inside the temple monster thing.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, and the 360 version, just it's torture with the Gaia.
I would say one thing before you go on your way. I would say one thing you could say is maybe the best part is where segments where Sonic is running in the temple monster. That's kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie, like no Sonic game kind of did that.
Though what the Wii version did is that apparently you just beat the crap out of Dark Gaia once, then you play all 3 Sonic sections back to back.
Yeah.
That's good. The final part with the Super Sonic, the 360 did it better. The Wii is basically Dark Spine Sonic's fight in Sonic.
Yeah, that's kind of like a mixed match, which was better to the final boss and shit. But they both are kind of bad.
But just perfect Dark Gaia as a whole. Dark Gaia is.
First off, you're trying to be fucking perfect chaos with the word perfect in your title.
I think Dark Guy is my least favorite Sonic villain as a whole. He just has no personality.
Yeah, to be honest, I definitely would agree. It's just straight up. It's just straight up heartless, from Kingdom Hearts. Except
Yeah,
I'm a big negative guy that's filled with
he,
dark energy. I would make the whole world a negative bitch.
and don't give and for the people saying that the Time Eater's worse, I'd still rather fight
I want to play the
Solaris.
Time Eater for both the 3DS or the console. Like that one, at least it's better. It fits the theme of time. Like you go through time.
Compared to other final bosses, I'd still rather fight Solaris in the Time Eater.
Even
So, fun fact, Fun fact, I think Solaris is my
yeah,
favorite Sonic final boss. Don't at me. Anyways,
I would agree. I do love use the three Super
I,
Saiyans, even though I never played that boss because I
I
beat Sonic with 6.
but I think Unleashed deserves the high of awesome.
Yeah, in fact, let's do that. Like, here we go.
It there's
Wait,
definitely
one. There we go.
wait in terms of I think of both. I feel like if you combined both Unleashed versions, like use the great aspects of both, combine them into one, you'd
It
have the
would be
perfect Unleashed.
it'd be like up here, but
It would be the perfect Unleashed, but
perfect
overall,
unleashed.
yeah, just have the best aspects of the Wii version, aspects of the 360. Boom, you got a great boom. You get the perfect Sonic Unleashed version. But as it is, it's definitely one of my favorites.
Same here, buddy. Now, Martin Sonic at the Olympic Games. We're starting with the Wii version. It's basically the same thing. It's another mini game collection, except we type in winter. At least they added Dream Events, which I think the DS of the first game kind of did it, but not really fanfare.
It's still a good winter sports game.
Yes, the best part is the Ice Wink in the Dream Coast when you fight Perfect Chaos.
Ah, and
Yeah,
it
this
just
is
does it
why
all.
a lot of people in the series would love the Dream Events, especially when they add fanfare.
Yeah, it's basically. I think the game does a great job at doing fan service.
Yes, and I do love the remixes better than the original one.
It's but I think
It's
Ace
still
or
it's
I think Runners did better fan service.
yeah. I think I just put in the same levels
Yeah,
here. Like it's
it's good.
good, but it's still the same thing as the original. It's straight up a mini game collection.
Yeah.
DS though is a different story. First off, this is first of the Mario Sonic handheld games where they added a story mode. A fucking story mode.
Yeah, I think
In
it's
fact, I think they have the story in the encyclopedia one. If I be honest, let me check there and see if they have it.
I think it was the one with the weird dark clone things.
No, that's the 2012 London
Oh
Games
shit.
3DS. This is the one. If I can remember, if what the fuck is the page at? All I remember is something about them storing winter sprites or some shit. Let me find it. What the fuck is that? You don't list that shit? Oh, I hear this special Sonic appearances. What the fuck?
Ah,
Like they categorize as special Sonic appearances. Weird, but okay.
anyways.
Wait, did I not list that shit? I swear.
Oh my god.
I said it. Okay, well, I guess I'll tell you the story. It's basically Eggman and Bowser stole special winter fairies that controls winter, and it's up to Mario and Sonic to do them by having characters challenge them to winter events, which the end is hockey.
Not my idea for a Mario and Sonic crossover story, but I guess it works.
Oh wait, yeah, but you see how it went with the DS version?
It's I guess it's good.
Yeah, in fact, let's just do it the same level here, except worse because of the graphics.
Yeah, it's a mid Olympic game version.
Yeah. All right. 2 games left. Sonic and the Black Knight.
Okay.
First off, it's better than Sonic and Secret Reigns in any category.
It has okay. I love this game because it has it represents the best of my favorite. It represents the best of all of the characters. Well,
Yeah.
they Sonic.
Story. King Arthur became evil or some shit, and this magical girl named Merlin or whatever is trying to attack it. And somehow she summoned Sonic the Hedgehog while he was busy eating his chili dogs. So Sonic stopped him, but they won to get Excalibur, the talking sword that's being a smartass, but Sonic needs it. And while during his journey, there's 3 knights of the round table that looks very, very familiar. So it's up to Sonic to stop King Arthur and see what the other secrets are. Heck, maybe King Arthur's not really a villain? Wink, wink.
While Sonic with the sword is, it makes. I
It's
mean,
silly, but it's still pretty fucking amazing how they did it.
he definitely he. I mean, he wouldn't be Sonic would never be caught using a gun, but he used a sword.
Which, to be honest, for Sonic, if he got to use any weapon, I could definitely see a sword than a gun.
Sonic makes this Sonic. It's basically the opposite, where Shadow using a gun is really
Pointless.
weird.
Like,
Well, Sonic with a sword is the concept done well.
yeah, so at least the sword concept is better than the gun concept. What a funny sentence we're gonna say.
Yeah, and the gameplay is similar to Secret Rings, but you could
But I
actually.
would say it's better, at least in terms of how the emotion control works. Because one, you could use a fucking nunchuck to control Sonic's movement. Fucking yay.
Yeah, there's some. Yeah, you can actually move around in the game while it is mostly on
Like
rails.
that.
It just
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
it works even though sometimes the way that you swing the sword sometimes accidentally swing it too far.
Yeah, but I'd still say it's better than the Sonic and the Secret Wings control wise.
Final King Arthur boss fight. Heard my arms.
Yep. Yep. But hey, at least the true final boss is better.
Sonic. Yeah. Apparently, there's a fake out ending.
Yeah, so it's basically like Sonic
him.
and the Secret Wings, except you don't collect shit.
Sonic actually kills King Arthur. Never thought I'd say that.
In fact, at the end, he became King Sonic before the Archie comics. Ah!
Like, Sonic stabs him, and technically Sonic has canonically killed his enemy,
and also changed the story because it's because mind you, it's still part of the storybook.
But apparently Merlino wanted to use the swords
They could take over the world
to make the land last forever. Apparently.
Huh.
Because she doesn't. Because I think there's something about her now wanting the world to end, and after we get one of the cool,
one of the coolest forms ever, where Sonic just became the Excalibur sword with the golden ass armor and that fucking transformation animation. Oh fuck yeah!
In terms of the storybook forms, Darkspine had a better scream overall, but in terms of
but come on, the form, the animation, Excalibur wins.
In terms of the visual department, Excalibur blows it out of the water. In terms of the scream, Jason delivered a
Darkspine better in terms of the screen.
Yeah, Jason Griffith did. Jason Griffith is great in both games, but I think Jason's.
But I will say this: in terms of how Jason Griffith, I think this Time of Sonic Unleashed is the best performance of Sonic he did.
And surprisingly, this is kind of we got Sonic All Stars Racing next. But in terms of main
What
series,
that doesn't count because they kind of reuse voice clips.
in terms of the main series, this is the last game which uses the 4Kids actors.
Yes. But
And
not we the last time, because like I said, we used voice clips in the last game. But in
but in,
terms of new recording, this is definitely the last time we hear Jason Griffin as Sonic, Dean Green as Knuckles, Jason Griffin again as Shadow, and someone who did Blaze that I kind of forgot, and I'm not sure if she changed it.
the last time, last time we heard Blaze, Amy Pallet as I think Tails, and Amy I think too.
Maybe I think I don't remember. I think I remember. Oh, remember this in Sonic Wars 4. I think the same voice actor did Amy did Minnie Mouse or some shit. I don't fucking know.
And this is and this definitely feels like a send off to to the 4Kids era, which and the Sonic speech at the end.
Oh, I love the speech.
That's my motivation.
Hell yeah.
It's and as for the soundtrack, it's one of Crush 40's best.
Oh, Another Win. I forgot. That song is definitely up there. That's my favorite too.
Night of the Wind, Fight the Night, Through the Fire, With Me, Live Life. They're all amazing.
Oh yes. You know what? We're gonna put up here. It's one of the best Sonic games.
It's my favorite Wii game. In terms of it, it's my favorite Wii Sonic game. It basically did my favorite character. Oh, right, colors.
Yes, Sonic Colors exist, but I would definitely agree with you. Sonic and the Black Knight is the best Sonic Wii game in terms of story, characterization, and the music, and especially it doesn't lie.
And definitely, it feels like a send off. It's kind of the send off to this era, and
it's like the series finale to the era, but it has perfect characterizations for any character.
To be honest, I think the only reason why people hate this game was because it's Sonic with a sword.
Or even that it has motion controls.
Yeah, but to be honest, Black Knight's one of my favorites. I love
it. Same with me. Same, definitely for me. Not sure which part, but it's definitely the best Wii game, hands down.
And now we have the last one, which is
Sonic and Sega's All Stars Racing.
It's a great racing.
I would say this. Besides the ES, they have each version has like this guest characters. Like for the Xbox, you get Banjo Kazooie from Nuts and Butts. Everyone's favorite game from the Banjo Kazooie games.
Interesting title.
Then we got, I guess, one of those like, I don't know, like, is it like one of them they had Team Fortress 2 or some shit?
I think so.
I don't remember. Like, I know there's other console exclusive you get extra character, which mind you, I think it's a cool idea. But at the same time, it's kind of stupid because that means you gotta get every version of the game except the DS.
It's a very weird case of game, and I think it's a good game overall.
I think it's like maybe. In fact, it's better. It's kind of better. I think I might put it like around here.
Yeah, I think it's better than the Rival series, but I think the Rider series is much better. Yeah.
At least the sequel is kind of better.
Yeah, it was transformed, and then we get Team Sonic. Okay, Team Sonic Racing ain't that bad. But
don't worry, we would talk about it. Anyway, so I think this game's pretty good, and sadly, this is the last time we actually hit the 4Kids, because the next game, Sonic Free Riders, has my least favorite Sonic actor, at least in terms of who performs Sonic.
Yeah, it's sad to see. Well, the next voice actor I have very nostalgia.
I guess the best part is they kept Mike Pollock as Eggman.
Yeah, Mike Pollock will be the true Eggman.
He is the always true Eggman. No one replaces him. He's like the Charles Martinet of Mario. Don't replace Mark Pollock.
My opinions on the future voice, and to just say my future opinions on the voice cast, they do in terms of Roger, I do like him. He's just not as good as the other three.
Yeah, same with me. Like the reason why I think he's the weakest in terms of voice acting, if you compare it to the others, he's fucking weak. If like his best performances is in two things: the Sonic Boom TV series and Sonic Frontiers, because of how they deepen his voice.
Yeah, he just doesn't sound too he kind of just sounds like
He sounds like he's bored.
I get that I get that they were trying to make Sonic older, but Jason did it the best because Sonic was going from an immature kid to someone more mature.
Yeah, like maybe a mature teenager because it does have the cockiness, which it is one of Sonic's term personalities. Not the personality, but it's one of them. But this is why I say Walter Crickman is the worst, because it doesn't show the cockiness side of Sonic.
Overall I think, but I guess but an early opinion on Roger, I still think the voice kind of fits. I still think, and he does some great lines. I think that he's just not as good as Ryan and Jason.
Yeah, same with me. Heck, I don't. Hey, even Steve Oka did a better Sonic than Walter sometimes.
But that's it for the Dark Age, and my opinion on it.
It's one of my. It's definitely is one of my favorite eras. It ain't perfect, and sometimes I always prefer between those two eras. But the things they did is fucking incredible.
I feel like the Dark Age. When we look back at the Dark Age nowadays, it seems like it's been seen more late. And yeah, I guess in retrospective, like some of these games are, well, besides Unleashed, Black Knight, and a few others, yeah, some of them are not that good, but
yeah,
they had idea. But in terms of like gameplay and other stuff, but the story characterization in terms of most of them in terms of their ideas and some execution were done well.
Yes, and one of the best moments and songs in this one really does shows in the Dark Era. We got Endless Possibilities, we got Night of the Wind, we got Incredible Banga Banga, which the only two soundtracks is the last two games just in the bottom tier.
Overall Dark Age, it's definitely, in my opinion, the weakest era, but it still had its moments.
Yeah, I think same with me, but I would say it's the second weakest because of the next era we're going to.
Yeah, I can't wait. Yeah.
Next time we're gonna combine both eras because we're in definitely the last era that in terms of fully that be the meta era, but we also could combine the two newest Sonic games before. Well, and note this video, this Sonic Superstar ain't came out yet. So far we get the Sonic Frontiers and the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog, which is gonna be interesting to talk about.
Note people, I still think Frontier. Are we including Frontiers in this one?
What?
Are we going to be including Frontiers in this one?
When this video, the next.
And the next one.
Oh, like I said, I combined both eras because we only got two games.
Oh yeah, the meta. Oh yeah, meta era and the whatever era we're gonna call it.
I'm gonna call it the Frontiers era, but for now,
I'm gonna say the new age.
So far, the other ideas they were planning is like they're making a sequel to Sonic Frontiers. At least that's what I heard. And Sonic Adventure 3, maybe.
As for now, I'm calling this the new age.
I'm gonna call it the Frontiers era.
But we'll see in the next era, which
is gonna be interesting to talk about because to me it's like a mixed bag era. And this is home to the worst mainline Sonic game ever.
At least in terms of
mainline.
In terms of marketing.
Oh boy,
it sucks.
Yeah, there's a reason why we're going to call it a meta era, but we're going to talk about why we call it a meta era because there's many reasons.
But we will talk about that next time when we cover the meta era.
Yes,
So,
it should be either Monday or whatever next week. But until then, I'm Michael.
and I am SSXU Sonic the Hedgehog.
And we catch you all next time for the grand finale of our ranking series. Until then, see you later, dudes.
Sayonara.